Not too bad. Yeah, just my family and my grandma. So it was like 5 of us. Wasn't too bad.
It's been a while since you've been home for Christmas, right?
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, it's been a few years actually, and Coach Saban, he used to give us like half a day off, so that was always nice. We get Christmas morning off, maybe.
What are the advantages to seeing a team for the second time in 4 weeks?
Yeah, definitely part of the NFL scheduling, and I've been in this situation before when you're a younger player in the league and it happens, you're kind of like, oh, we just played them, and then you're kind of like, all right, it's football, and they can change their game plan, you can change yours, so you never know what you're going to get, but at this point in the season, everyone does what they do, and once again, it's a great defense that we get to go against, and a lot of good players, good coaches, so looking forward to the opportunity.
Beyond just the personal pride, where else can you just find motivation for these last 2 weeks, given the record that you have, the record the opponent has, and is there any carrot for you guys, the fact that you could finish with a winning division record if you can win these last two games?
It's a great point. I think as we know, we're trying to win them all, and hasn't gone our way this year, but we do have great opportunity this weekend, and if you're a competitor and you get a chance to play in the NFL, you're going to go out there and play your heart out. So that's how I view it. I know the guys on our team are feeling the same way. Obviously, it's a circumstance we may not want to be in, but you got to really view it as a challenge and take it one play at a time, like I always say, and go out there and put good stuff on tape because somebody's watching.
Doug said earlier, Cole Van Lannen's going to be able to start left tackle moving forward.
Yeah.
Just, being able to practice with him throughout the season, how big of an opportunity, just as a teammate, is this for him?
Yeah, it's awesome. I love Cole. We've had a good friendship growing here, so definitely started on the scout field and OTAs and whatnot, and just keeping it loose, keeping it fun. He's done a good job. He works really hard. He's in my draft class, and when I got here, just building that friendship's meant a lot to me. So I'm excited for him. He obviously stepped in the last time we played these guys and did a good job. So I think that's a great example of a guy who's trying to get some great film and put his best foot forward, and hopefully everyone else can do the same.
Brenton was pretty highly critical of himself for the fumble after the game the other night. But other than that, have you been at all? Is this kind of what you expected out of him if given the opportunity to get as many targets as he's had?
Yeah.
He would be able to deliver like he has.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's definitely a few young bright spots on this team, and that's always exciting as a fourth-year player to see some young guys make really good plays in a game. So I think they can build on that, and like I said, don't put too much pressure on you. Every week is a new week, so he's already forgotten about that play, and he's made a lot of great plays in practice this week, and same with BT and Parker and everybody. So we got a good group out there. Like I said, we're growing together. The communication needs to be really good when you got a group with some new guys on it. So I feel like we've improved in that area with press and everybody. So looking forward to taking the field with them.
As a quarterback, you obviously don't want to try to force balls into tight coverages or anything like that. But when it's Brian who's sort of the target, are you like more tempted maybe to take that risk with him?
Yeah, I'm still learning about that a little bit. Just having played with some good receivers, I think he's definitely one of the best ones I've played with. And you have to try and give him the ball, but also just see the defense and go through your reads. I could just drop back and throw it to him every time, I guess. We'll see how that goes. But I do think you have to go through, hey, maybe it's one play, he isn't the primary read, and he does get it or he doesn't. So for him, the challenge is to get open on every route, right? Everyone's watching. They know when you're open and when you're not, and I see it too on film. So even if the ball doesn't go to you, say it goes to Parker or somebody else, I'm still like, all right, well, BT was open by a couple yards, and maybe I should just go straight to BT or whatever. So every situation is different, but a lot of our plays definitely start with BT, and it's because he's earned that respect.
You've talked a lot about your chemistry and the work you've done with him, but
Yeah.
as someone who grew up watching Jaguars rookie receivers come and go, how special has this been to actually work alongside him?
Yeah, it's really cool. I think anytime you get a guy who plays well in college and it translates, early in their career, it's awesome. And he's done a great job of that. And like I said, he needs to just stay humble and keep doing what he's doing. And I know he'll be here for a long time and make a lot of plays. So it's been fun working with him. We got 2 more here, and excited to see what he can do.
How do you think you could get
throwing a BT on every play before practice. Somebody would be like, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just gonna go through my reads and take the high percentage throws. But yeah, it is. I always do watch. I mean, sometimes there's only one football, right? They always say that. So you can throw it to one guy, and obviously you got to watch the tape and learn and see how. Hey, maybe we can do this to get him open, or he was open and I missed it. So you just got to look at it with truthful eyes.
We talked about how important these 7 games are for your future. What do you feel? What are you comfortable with, or what are you most proud of that you've been able to put on tape for basically your resume for next year?
Yeah, I think once it's all said and done, we'll review everything and see what I can get better at. But every week is a new week for me, and we've been in these games at the end, and that's been really good for us. But definitely want to finish and try and win and take it one play at a time. Like I said, I've done a decent job of that, and really just continue to grow and learn. That's all you can do. And once it's all said and done, I always, at the end of the year, review everything and see what I can get better at. So the process doesn't change, but I do believe, I definitely have good confidence going into these next 2.
I know they're all special, and every opportunity you get to play is going to be special for you. But what is it going to be like for you, one more home game, to run through the tunnel, run out into the fans that you grew up, and watching?
For sure, yeah, it's been a great experience, and I really appreciate everybody here, and it's been great to just get back on my feet, and hopefully we can go out there and, like I said, take it one play at a time, march it down the field and get some points. So it's been obviously a dream of mine to play here, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the next 2.
How much more does when you come away from a Sunday and you lost the game?
Yeah.
How much more does it eat at you because it's the hometown team?
Yeah.
Or does it not make any difference one way or the other?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does. If you asked anybody that had a chance to play for their team, it's tough. You think about it for 168 hours. So until the next kickoff on Sunday, that's what you're thinking about. What plays could I have made, or what plays didn't I make, or what plays did I make? And I try to just ask myself, did I put everything into it and give the team a chance to win at the end of the game? That's what I care about. I know the guys feel the same way. So obviously those have gone both ways this year, but that's kind of been the theme. But I think really it just comes down to your mindset at the end of the game and finishing those plays.
Did the CFP results prove that Alabama should have been in?
Yeah, I know I was saying that in the locker room, but we'll see. Maybe next year they'll change it again. And at the end of the day, somebody's gonna be mad that they didn't make it in. But I'm just glad that it's still cool. I thought it was interesting to see. Really, just the teams playing at their home stadiums is so crazy. Couldn't imagine an Alabama playoff game would be pretty wild. So, all right, cool. Thank you guys.
Thanks.